As the Russian military continues its offensive operations in eastern Ukraine, a parallel and equally consequential front has emerged far from the traditional battlefield. With increasing intensity, Russia has escalated its use of unmanned aerial vehicles, UAVs, particularly drones, to target Ukrainian cities and critical civilian infrastructure, often under the cover of night. This shift marks a significant evolution in modern warfare, wherein technological volume, rather than sophistication, becomes the primary force multiplier. Many of the drones employed, such as the Shahed-series UAVs, are neither fast nor technologically advanced. However, their affordability and Russia's capacity to manufacture them on a massive scale have enabled nightly launches of up to 700 units, overwhelming Ukrainian air defenses and placing relentless psychological pressure on civilian populations. Following its acquisition of Iranian drone schematics, Russia established a high-capacity production facility in the Alabuga region of Tatarstan. This industrial pivot has enabled Moscow to produce thousands of units per month. In response, Ukraine has been compelled to counter these relatively inexpensive drones with significantly costlier air defense systems, an asymmetry that underscores the strategic burden of defending against low-cost, high-volume threats. This surge in drone usage is emblematic of a broader transformation in military doctrine. The growing reliance on UAVs reflects not only a tactical necessity for Russia and Ukraine, both of which face limitations in conventional air power, but also a preview of future conflicts where drones will increasingly shape combat dynamics. Western powers, particularly NATO allies, are observing these developments closely. According to Robert Tolist, a land warfare analyst at the Royal United Services Institute, RUSI, NATO is likely to adopt drone warfare more extensively, not as a replacement for its formidable air forces, but as a complementary layer of operational capability. Even beyond the state level, non-state actors such as drug cartels and insurgent groups are incorporating drones into their arsenals, posing new challenges for militaries worldwide. Taiwan, for example, has already begun exploring the mass production of cost-effective attack drones, anticipating future asymmetrical threats. According to Ukrainian defense intelligence, Russia is now capable of producing more than 6,000 Shahed-type drones per month, at a dramatically reduced cost. While the average unit cost stood at $200,000 in 2022, domestic production has lowered this to approximately $70,000. Other estimates, including those from the Center for Strategic and International Studies, SIZE, place the cost between $20,000 and $50,000. In stark contrast, a single surface-to-air missile interceptor can cost upwards of $3 million. This economic disparity allows the Kremlin to sustain a high operational tempo. Whereas major drone and missile strikes were initially monthly occurrences, they now take place every 8 days on average, according to SIZE analysis. For many civilians, the omnipresent threat of aerial attacks has become a source of daily terror. Personal stories, like that of Kyiv resident Bodana Zupanina, who was in the final days of pregnancy when a drone obliterated her apartment, highlight the human cost of this conflict. She survived, and later gave birth safely, but her testimony encapsulates the trauma of a war that increasingly blurs the line between combatants and civilians. Moreover, in areas near Russian-controlled territory, first-person view (FPV) drone strikes occur daily. Reports from Kherson indicate that even pedestrians, public transport, and emergency vehicles have become targets. Despite mounting evidence, Russia continues to deny deliberate targeting of civilians. Statistically, drone strike accuracy has improved significantly. As of April 2025, the hit rate has nearly doubled to about 20%, up from less than 10% in 2024, according to SIZE data fellow Yasser Atalan. Yet, as Atalan notes, the effectiveness of this strategy is not contingent on the success of any single drone. Rather, it lies in the cumulative psychological impact on the population and the sustained strain placed on Ukraine's air defense infrastructure. Ukraine has responded in kind, deploying its own FPV drones along the front lines and launching long-range UAV strikes into Russian territory, targeting weapons depots and industrial infrastructure. However, the pace of innovation in drone warfare has become a technological arms race in itself. As Katerina Stepanenko, an analyst at the Institute for the Study of War, ISW, explains, both sides now adapt to breakthroughs within a matter of weeks, rendering many once effective tactics obsolete in short order. Looking forward, both Russia and Ukraine are investing in next-generation drone technologies, including AI-enabled UAVs capable of autonomous battlefield decision-making. There is also ongoing development of interceptor drones, which promise a more cost-efficient method of neutralizing incoming threats than traditional missile-based defenses. There are credible reports of Ukrainians testing these systems, Stepanenko notes, but they have yet to be deployed at scale. Should these technologies mature, they could offer Ukraine a critical strategic advantage, preserving costly missile stockpiles for larger threats while introducing a new layer of aerial deterrence.